Okay, guys, day 2, and get out of the sun here so I can actually see what I'm looking at. We made it all the way to the end. So we have half the conduit, or both conduits, a good chunk of the way. That's actually when my sons left. So my dad kept digging, and I was putting conduit. I put a single piece in by myself. I need a second pair of hands to put the second piece in, because once you're in there, you can't move around, and it's not fun. So I need, my son's supposed to get here, my 12-year-old, he can help me with that. So but we have one piece already at the end, and then we're starting to backfill a little bit. Like I said, we're gonna put a foot on there, and then we're gonna do the orange and backfill it that way. We're gonna put a foot down, and then we can push the rest in, but we got to do it by hand up here. There's a bunch of chunks up here in the front, and then near the end it's actually just dirt, but there's a lot of chunks right in here we gotta be careful with. So yeah, I mean, we made it. Got the hole dug at least. Got to the end. Hit right where we wanted to be. So we might actually move the whole thing this way 2 feet, because we have 2 pieces of conduit that the female sides of the conduit were warped a little bit. And so since they were warped, not straight, I couldn't get them on. By moving the whole thing this way 2 feet, I can get rid of those 2 conduits. So I have plenty of room to play with over here. I even have a little room to play with against the fence. We're about 13 feet off the fence. The rule says I have to be 10 feet off. So we got a little room to play, and I got this whole back we can deal with. So yeah, we are sitting pretty. But yeah, so it's 10 a.m. You can see that, 10 a.m. Got here at 7 with daylight savings time, giving us an extra hour. So we got here a little earlier. And yeah, holes dug. More than half the conduit's in. We're gonna finish up the conduit here, hopefully by lunch. Me and my son can knock it out pretty quick, hopefully. And then my dad will keep backfilling, and then we'll worry about the orange crap. Once the orange crap is in, then we're gonna put the sweeps in. We can do the sweeps in at a different time. We wanna get this filled in. That's more important, at least get it filled into where the last 10 feet's just the hole. But we get this filled in, so then, today ends, they can still use this. We're not blocking them off for the next week until we get back here. So we're gonna get that taken care of. We'll worry about the sweeps at the very end. We have a couple weeks till we do concrete, so we got time. So yeah, that's it for this morning. I'll update you guys later. All right, guys, the evening update. So as you can see, we got it all in, and so we kind of did some cleaning up. We got some more cleanup to do. We got more work going on here, so we'll keep cleaning up. But I mean, yeah, we got it all in. Got a big pile at the front. So there's actually 2 piles, just because we have excess dirt. It was a bunch of gumbo, and it didn't fill very well. So, but yeah, we got all the way down. I'm gonna walk down to the end here and show you. But yeah, we got it all done. Not too many issues. Nothing crazy. We have one issue, but it's something we can fix. We just have to actually come back next weekend, and I'll show you. So like I said, we're running 2 5-inch conduits. Ran it all perfect length. I got lucky because I said how much length we needed. So luckily I was close. So orange is the fiber, or gonna be fiber. So we ran that for them, so then we'll run that over to the pods and stuff, the containers and stuff when we get there. So there's the end of it. We only had 1 sweep. So we have a second one sitting over there. It's the wrong size. So we ordered all of our stuff from one place. They only had 1 sweep, so we ordered 1 sweep from a different place. Yep, they sent us the wrong one. So we'll have to come back next weekend and put that second sweep in. So not the end of the world. This one went on pretty easily, nothing too crazy. So the second one shouldn't be too hard. We actually had that one on. Went to put the second one on and like, wait, these are different sizes, and then double checked, and yeah. So that's the only issue we're into. Otherwise, yeah, we hit the mark. See some of this blue paint right here? That's where I had originally said we're gonna hit it. So I mean, we're gonna have to move the transformer over a foot. Not the end of the world, because I have so much space here. I can move stuff a foot here, move stuff a foot there. That spot right there, it's about 20 feet-ish from right here in the middle. So that's where I'm gonna run the fiber. We'll run it over there. Or actually, I'll probably have the the internet company. They can run the last 20 feet. I did enough for them. So yeah, we'll run that over there, and that's where it goes in, or just we'll pop it up here and go over. I don't know. They'll figure something out. I did enough for them. But yeah, that's it. We got it, guys. So this is the first weekend. This is the last big physical thing I have to do. You know, the rest is all organizing networking stuff, organizing cables, Ethernet and power cords, organizing all that for when the new equipment shows up, the new pods containers show up, and then you know, figure out which miners we're moving over. So you know, we're loaded over at the other location, and we're gonna move a big chunk of them over. I'm not sure exactly how much. I think I mentioned this before. There's about 115-ish S21s. So all those are gonna come over automatically, no problem. But then do we move everything else and just leave 30 or 40 at the current location just to keep the good power rate? Or do we move just the newer stuff and leave the older stuff there? There's reasons for both. I'll figure that out. We'll figure out what we're gonna do. So, but yeah, we're gonna lock up here. We're good to go. Most of the other conduit and stuff, that is for coming from the transformer over to the switch panel and stuff that's in the containers and pods. So yeah, awesome, guys. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good weekend, and there'll be a lot more coming with this new build. Thanks, guys.